Hello, today I came back with a book named No to Persons by Erica Bauermeister. The book starts off with a portrayal of a specific writer named Alice. She is both a deft and aspirational writer. Since young, Alice has written her own stories, training herself to identify and utilize all the magics that the authors employed. When she gets to her college, she's eager from the fact that she finally got a chance to meet someone who could properly teach her how to write. Leaving everything behind, her consciousness solely focuses on the creative writing the task she's given. The professor, soon seeing her work, claims that he had never seen better talent before. Meanwhile, her brother, who is a swimming athlete, commits suicide after his long itinerary. Afterwards, she is stuck in a nearby pool, neglecting everything except swimming. There, she meets a young boy named Theo, not physically but inside her consciousness. Taking time to allure him to talk about himself, Alice becomes so immersed in this little boy, who deserved the most compassion and love. After 5 years of conversation, Alice writes a book named Theo and discloses the little boy's narrative to the whole world. Throughout the book, we, the readers, get to follow a different person in each chapter alone, who are only bound together by their experience with a particular book, Theo. Each perspective shows how their encounter with this boy, who slowly immersed himself in the book, changed their vantage of their current situation and the relationship they had with other people. The storytelling of the author feels very exceptional and untypical because of this, but I liked how the perspective with the characters was very engaging and insightful. I was definitely blown away as I marveled the book's details and as I was drawn to each book's characters. The author portrays life's contemplation, complexities, and how life can often be so overwhelming and convoluted to a single human being. So the book not only causes you to think from the character's perspective, but from your own perspective about your own life. It's mentioned in the book that Theo's ending is not very clear, meaning that it is not tied to a knot. Likewise, this book is not only about a certain person. It shows a variety of lives and shows how each person learns their lessons from the book, Theo, and carries on with their life, slowly but clearly. Here, I got to think about the book's title, No to Persons. The author of the book, Erica, later says that her idea of the book title came from Edmund Wilson's quote, "No to persons ever read the same book." Fittingly, no to persons presented here are going through the same situation of feeling the same emotion. Each character in the story shares radically different stories: the writer who loses her brother, the assistant who is having a hard time to fulfill demands for motherhood and job, the diver who pushes his physical limit to escape the fears, the actor who becomes an audiobook narrator after failing in the world he spent his whole life, etc. But the common feeling that I got from every character was that from each moment that each character was deprived of something and desperately needing something, Theo came over to them and filled their lonely times. All of the people who are first going through the book Theo, even the writer herself, are so immersed to the place where Theo takes oneself to. The book Theo is very slow-paced but original, and somehow manages to provide a mind's alcove. So one thing that I just wanted to add on is that the author did so well in depicting the book Theo and the story, the reaction of the characters, all about it. I genuinely became so drawn to that book and to this boy, although I have never read it before. And so overall, I felt that the voice on the page, the voice of each character of this book, felt more honest and human than any other books that I've read before. The brutally frank reality comes quite intimate to me, so I really got to engage in proactive reading with the book. I frowned when the character frowned, smiled when the character was joyous, and overall, I think I had such an enjoyable time while reading, and I was able to make a lot of thoughts. So I recommend this book, No to Persons, by Erica Bauermeister, to you. Thank you.